So yeah, we're looking at GU trade breakdown. Yeah, so what we have here is the 4 hour time frame. So let me take out my drawings so we can start from the beginning here. Okay, so let's look at the higher time frame now. So we're looking at the daily time frame. On the daily, we can see that the overall trend of the market is bullish because we can see the higher highs and the higher lows. We draw our trend line right here. I don't make use of trend line, but I use it to mark out the structure so I'll be able to identify the structure of the market, especially for this session that we are having right now. So on the daily charts, we've seen that our market is bullish, right? So we look at the 4 hour. On the 4 hour time frame, we have the same sentiment. The market is creating higher highs and higher lows. So we're looking to buy only because in a bullish market, we only want to take buys. And another thing is when we see the same trend on multiple time frames, then we are looking to maintain that sentiment, right? So okay, now we're looking at the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, price is showing that their selling pressure has been pushing the markets to a certain point where it is about to break, right? So we can see lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. And price is pushing to break that structure. So let's draw our levels. On the 4 hour time frame, we can see some levels of resistance and support. So I'll start by drawing this level of resistance right here. Because that's what we are working with at the moment. And then there is another level at this point. And then there is support here. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see price resting on the support and breaking through the zone from where the previous resistance, from where the previous major resistance was, which means price is channeling to the upside right now. So we are looking to see buying pressure to the upside. We can see a resistance here on the 1 hour time frame. So we mark it out where price has significantly reacted on multiple occasions. We can equally see another resistance on this lower high where price is pushing to break through. So we can see that price created a wick to the upside, trying to break this, pushing to break this recent high because we have a high here, we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low, and then price breaks and creates a high here, and then a low higher than the previous high, and then price channeling to the upside. One thing we can also see is this market was pushed to the upside with a wick, and now price is creating candles to fill that wick area. Usually wick fills. Usually when price wicks to a particular direction, with this level of pressure, usually we'll see candles filling up those weak areas, especially when the sentiment of the market, especially when the dominant direction of the market is in that. Like if it's to an upside, if it's a bullish market, you can see that the market will continue moving to the upside when there's a wick pushing to that direction. And when there's a wick pushing to the downside, equally we'll be seeing that there will be candles to fill in those wicks. So they are wick fills. So that is what we saw there. And then we can see minor resistance zones around this area, minor resistance and support zones here. So we can see that price is pushing to fill in this week at this point, right? So with our general idea of the market now, we've been able to make use of our multi-time frame analysis. We've been able to see how the wicks have been pushing to the upside and how the candles are pushing to fill in those wicks, right? We've seen the minor resistance and support areas where the market has pushed to the downside temporarily and then now moving in the overall direction of the market back to the upside. So we place our entries at this point, but we must wait for a confirmation candle to give us validation to enter this trade, right? And then just below the wick, our stop just below the wick with 10 pips for this trade. On the 30 minutes, we can see our take profits just around the wick area where the last wick reacted. So now we go to the 15-minute also in order for us to see the candles clearly. Even on the 15 minutes, we're able to see these minor and resistance zones clearly. We can see how the market was moving to the downside with this high, this lower high, this low, this lower low. Price breaks, rest creates a higher low, and then pushes to the upside to fill in this week. Now we're looking at the candlestick confirmation to validate our entry that price is going to continue to the upside. So we play price. And that's our trade. So it's all about levels in the market, the different levels, the support and resistance levels. We also call them the supply and demand areas. So the different levels of demand. So demand is the same as support, but with more specific information based on the fact that there are different candlesticks that will validate entry. Like, is this just a demand zone, or is this a demand area where we can take entry from? So if you understand price delivery is the movement of price from a point A to a designated point B, which means that there are institutions in the market, there are banks who have already determined the level where they want price to get to, but they do not just send the market directly to that point. There will be institutional moves, there will be manipulations in the market, there will be inducements, and after that, we'll see that the market will now move to its direction, to the place where it was uh, targeted to go to, right? So that is how it works in the market. So we need to be very careful. It's not just about placing entries at any support or resistance zone. We'll look for, okay, how can we see a confirmation entry? Okay, let's look for a break and retest. Let's see when this break and retest happens, what are the candlestick confirmations? Is price still going? Is price still going to go lower? Is price going to go higher? Is price going to retest a zone where it previously touched before it goes to the direction that we are taking our entries at? So we always want to be in, the point where we are able to confirm our entries. And once we're able to confirm our entries, we put our stop loss and we put our take profit, and we just wait for price to play out. So that's exactly what we did on this trade. You can backtest it. You can watch this video several times so you'll be able to get the concept, because you might watch it the first time and you won't understand it, so you watch it again. If you are very familiar with support and resistance, you're very familiar with supply and demand zones, you just need to pay attention and repeat, because repetition is what will make it a part of you at the end of the day. So this is the trade we took on July 4th. I hope you enjoyed this and learn from this.